seconds.
Happy New Year.
Hey, I'll see you, man. How you been? Pretty good to see you. Happy opening day.
Mike, happy opening day.
Happy opening day.
It never gets old, does it?
No, absolutely. I mean, what a blessing, and very grateful for the opportunity to be here. We're excited and ready.
Yeah. For you personally, a chance to maybe enjoy this one a little bit more than last year, only in that it's a little bit more comfortable and a chance to really absorb it and appreciate it?
Yeah, I think opening day has its own life. So regardless of year, there's that special childlike feeling of being in a big league ballpark, playing a game you love, and competing with a bunch of guys you love as well.
How excited are you about this ball club and the balanced roster that you guys were finally able to put together here in the end?
Yeah, I couldn't be more pleased with this group. You mentioned a little bit of last year. It's a group that is largely intact. You're always going to have some moving pieces to a roster, but this is a group that's very close, very together, and really ready to get going.
Do you think that's one of the strengths, is sort of how united this team was last year and bringing that core group back here this year?
Yeah, I think there's no question about that. Any group, that's together and pulling on the same rope, there's a lot of power in that. It takes the whatever burdens that come along with this, we all share them, and all the celebrations are more enjoyable when you do it together. So, us being together and having a unified mission is very important to us and also enjoyable.
Mike, we saw some different variations of the lineup during spring training. What went into making this opening day lineup today against Chris Sale?
Yeah, lefty. We saw some lefties. The spring training lineups. I know people pay attention to them, understandably, but quite honestly, it's hard to have the entire group that's going to be your starting lineup in spring training, and then B, face a righty or a lefty. In this case, we're facing Sale, a lefty, and I feel like really confidently the line today made a lot of sense.
You always talk about competition. How do you want to keep that culture going for this season and moving forward?
Yeah, no, one of the things we talk about, I share, is, as a competitors in this game, which, it's a highly competitive field, and we're excited to be in it, but embrace the competition. It's an opportunity, not a threat, but it is competition, and we all signed up for it, and we'll just always have that competitive mindset of being better, better as the game goes, better as the series goes, and better as the season goes. And, when you have, to Scan's question, have a group that likes to compete together, but likes to compete, period, it's a lot of fun, and we're excited about it.
And a guy like Brandon Lockridge, we were talking earlier about how competing, but he also says how much fun this team has being around this team. Just talk to me a little about your mindset on balancing the fun and the competition.
I think they need to go hand in hand, right? I mean, if you don't enjoy what you do, you're not comfortable being who you are, probably pretty miserable trying to be somebody you're not. So we really encourage people to be themselves, to enjoy what they do, regardless of whatever you're doing. We happen to have the privilege of playing Major League Baseball for the greatest fans in baseball, the San Diego Padres, in a wonderful city. So, we're going to enjoy it. And, it's competitive, but competition can be fun, and we look to have fun with it because, again, it's more of an opportunity for us, not a threat.
Like, one of the mantras has been unfinished business, and in talking to some of the players, I say not just what happened in the postseason last year, but really a feeling of the first half of the season was sort of trying to get to understand each other and this style of playing baseball, which they really embraced in the second half and took off with. How valuable is it that they now feel comfortable with it, that they own it, and they can take it from day one?
Yeah, the ownership is important. Championship players think and do for themselves, and this group does own what they're doing, enjoying what they're doing. But the fact of the matter is there is unfinished business. There's some hunger to it that is real, and we can talk about all we want, but it's really more important that we go out and do it.
A little different opener this year than last year.
A little different.
You handled it well coming back from Korea and all of that.
Right.
This year's a little, I don't know if easier is the right word, but more settled.
Yeah, more traditional. More traditional. Enjoyed last year's opener. I mean, pretty special. Again, from a just enjoyable standpoint, how cool is it to open up, have an opening day in a different country? It was a great experience for us. But ultimately, we're back in a place that we love, and being able to have more, like I say, a more traditional start to a season in a beautiful ballpark.
Did you finalize 3 and 5 in the rotation?
We'll announce it after the game. Yeah, we're looking to finalize it.
Omar Cruz, what role do you envision for him? Kind of how he fits in?
Yeah, the thing about Omar, he can get lefties and righties. He's got the change up, so he's got the ability to, and he's built up. So that was one of the factors for him getting on the roster. having somebody that can have some length and grab some innings if we need it, regardless of which side the score we're on.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Enjoy your opening day.